Yo, yo, yo. It's the biggity, bossy boss, Oli. Cooking with what? Gasolini. Fire content. How you guys doing tonight? Should I say today? Oh, man. Giggity, boss here. Boss is still in Kenya, Nairobi on a whole nother time frame. Oh, man, I know it's late at night back in the States. East Coast, West Coast. I understand that. But hell, it's the morning time for me, man. And I've been meaning to get on this, obviously, right? Especially Bossy Boss, but hey, man, all this happened when I was on vacation, busting it up. As y'all know, I came to Kenya, Nairobi for my birthday. Avid traveler. That's how I started my travels 6 years ago in 2018. My very first overseas trip was for my birthday, which is Halloween, believe it or not, October 31st, right? 1971. And every year for Halloween, my birthday, I go to a different country every year. This year for Halloween, I went to Kenya, Nairobi. Now, the last time there was because my birthday is always the same, right? October 31st. And the election every 4 years is always November 5th. So that being said, so this is the second time that a U.S. election happened on, while I was still out of country for my birthday. My birthday, October 31st, Halloween, and the election 5 days later, November 5th. So I normally always, when I know I'm going on vacation, I do the ballot, right? I do the mail-in ballot type shit. That being said, this year, 2024, while I am kicking it and frolicking here in Kenya for my birthday, 5 days later, 2 days ago, I'm late with this, we all know what happened. Oh man, you already know. Yes, sir. So it's very interesting. I'm going to break this down from my perspective. A few days late, right? A couple of days late. Probably missed some algorithm hits and all that shit, but better late than never. I got to at least document, and put my hat in the ring, put some points on the board, and at least speak on it, document it, right? But one thing in particular I can bring different is being in Kenya. I can bring the perspective of Kenyan people about it. So believe it or not, Crazy Bossy Boss was walking around in this Trump shirt, right? And boy, did I elicit a lot of responses. So much so, and I should have knew better as a YouTuber. I should have recorded all of them, right? And I didn't. So I'm basically going to manufacture it probably later today. I'm going back out, doing a walking tour, and I'm going to have my camera ready. I'm going to wear the shirt, start some conversations. But from what I got so far, it seems like a lot of the people I talk to, Kenyan people, are a little salty, right? Now, that being said, we know that Barack Hussein Obama, the Democrat, that he's of Kenyan descent, right? Whether he was born in Hawaii or born in Kenya, his family lineage from his father's side, his father is straight up Kenyan, right? And that being said, that out of the 42 tribes here in Kenya, Barack Obama is of the Luo tribe. I'm probably saying it wrong. I say it wrong. I'm corrected every time I say it, and I don't have one of my friends here to correct me. But the Luo tribe, Lua tribe, Barack Obama through his father is part of the Luo tribe here from Kenya. So, of course, Kenyans feel a special affinity to Barack Obama, which is on the Democrat side, on the left side. So any of Barack's proxies, Joe Biden, and then from Joe Biden to Kamala, right? That being said, I stood 10 toes down, and I'm going to go back out today and get some footage. But like I said, for us bringing perspective, it's very interesting. In newspapers, who does newspapers anymore, right? Going to the shops and whatnot, they have the newspaper, and obviously the whole world is talking about it. So this is a Kenyan newspaper. Now this right here is in Swahili. I just bought it because it's got Trump on it. I don't know what the hell it says. I probably should have had one of my friends on here to read it, and I might do that in a later stream. But you see right there, Baba Yayo, right? This is a Kenyan paper, in the back, got some soccer stuff, but yeah. And so, I didn't stop there. I bought a bunch of Kenyan papers. I think they had like 4 different ones. And so I just bought them. And thankfully, the other 3 are in English, right? So this paper, this Kenyan newspaper, I guess the Daily Nation is a Kenyan paper. America decides what Trump win means for Kenya. America decides, and you damn right, because America decided. Another paper, The Standard, okay, Kenya's bold new paper, The Standard, Trump season 2. You said America decides, you damn right. Look at that, 277 to 224, and you only need 270. The first to reach 270, Trump passed that threshold, 277, and this was like right after the day of. Now, as more votes come in, I believe Trump is sitting at like 300 electoral votes. So you only need 270, and I believe Trump is sitting at 300. So just like this said, America decides. You should have seen the map. It was red. America decided, okay? They gave me the best birthday gift. And then this one, the BD, Business Daily, Trump win throws Kenya-U.S. trade talks into doubt. Trump win throws Kenya-U.S. trade talks into doubt. So I can come with the Kenyan perspective. Very unique. I don't think nobody else on YouTube doing it. That being said, yes, I got the coffee, man. I got the coffee. And I had this comment up the whole damn time, right? So, thank God that not everybody is a brainwashed sheep that vote with their emotions. I'm glad that people had common sense to look around and see what's going on, man. Goodness gracious. That 277 and now 300 or whatever, and large swaths of America all voted for Trump. And then, and then he won the popular vote also. So it's not even like no other type of shit. He won the popular vote. And then people just went in and voted all the way down red. It gave Trump the House and the Senate. And Trump gets to pick some more Supreme Courts. So, baby, this is about to be MAGA country all the way. And then he brought RFK Jr. on, Robert Kennedy Jr. on, and he's very big on health reform. And basically, Trump is going to make RFK Jr. the health czar. And he already said that RFK already said that he's going to take fluoride out the water. Thank God. I already don't drink faucet water. I haven't used faucet water in years, at least 6-7 years, ever since I became awoke and aware. So gets kind of pricey and expensive. Always drinking bottled water. I've been drinking bottled water for years. I do not drink from any faucet. I just don't. Sometimes I cook with it when I know I'm boiling, and sometimes I don't do that. But yeah, and RFK said he's going to clear out whole departments, like especially the FDA, federal and for the Food Drug Administration, Food and Drugs, because as you know, Big Pharma has basically been years ago taken over our health system, right? And whether it's conspiracy to say it or not, that the powers that be want us sick. The powers that be want us sick. And one of the main ways, the easiest ways to do it is through the food. Basically, poison the food supply. You stay sick. You got to keep going to the doctor. And the big big pharma just keeps making money, this endless money, because we stay perpetually sick from our food. So RFK Jr. said he's going to clean up the FDA, clean out the CDC. So that's some big stuff, man. That's some big stuff. It's a lot of changes, a lot of good changes, man. But like I said, people are not dumb, especially when it affects your money, when it affects your bottom line, when it affects your bank account, when it affects how much food you can actually buy, put on the table. It affects how much you pay for rent, taxes, gas, and fuel, right? We know what it is. I mean, so remember, under Trump, 2016, 2020, the country was going a certain way. That's just a fact. From Biden's administration from 2021 to now, the country has gone down. That's a fact. People see that. Duh, we see you, Damon. And it's very interesting, you know, the elites, the rappers, the singers, entertainers, the ball players, all these celebrities and elites come out for Kamala, come out for the left, come out for the Democrats, and it didn't work. It didn't work. The people are not listening to you no more. You know, especially when they know their own self about how much money they have and don't have. And got to listen to your rich ass, right? Your rich ass, you're already okay. You're already secure. You're part of that 1%. You're at the top. You're not really affected, per se, because you're in the club. Hello. You're in the club, so it doesn't affect you. You're going to be all right. So you can just talk this nonsense, this theoretical theory nonsense, when real life people are actually hurting. So, you know, people focus on the wrong shit, man. People focus on the wrong shit. And all of this stuff, and I've been saying for years, all of this stuff about Mr. Trump being racist. Why was he not racist when all the rappers was kicking it with Trump back in the day? All of them. From the P. Diddy's to the Snoop Dogg's to the Pharrells to everybody. All the rappers were cool with Trump when he was a businessman, right? Jesse Jackson, Rainbow Coalition. Yeah, that Jesse Jackson, right? Civil rights Jesse Jackson gave Trump Achievement Award for hiring black folks. Oh, that's so racist. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, right? Oprah Winfrey and them on The View, so disingenuous. They talk so much smack. But Oprah Winfrey and Trump was cool back when Trump was a businessman. And he did cameos in Hollywood movies, right? Like Home Alone and one of the sister acts and stuff like that. You know, Trump would do cameos in Hollywood movies. Hollywood loved him. Oprah Winfrey was his friend. Like I said, she did a ceremony at Mar-a-Lago, but then turn around and switch. That's how people do you when you go against the machine. Illuminati, when you go against the machine. Now you're racist. You bring up the Central Park Five. Excuse me. That was back in the day. The rappers were kicking it with him after that. So if that's the case, if your whole thing was the Central Park Five, right, which was a travesty, and that never should have happened, right? Them young boys should not have been railroaded for something they didn't do. They confessed like a forced confession, and we know that bullshit does happen in the States under a forced confession on something that they were innocent, they didn't do, right? Even that tragic situation was still before, what should I say? That happened before all the rappers was kicking it with him. So they should have shunned him back then for that. If you want to bring up Central Park Five, then why were you kicking it with him then? You should have shunned him. So that lets you know is very selective. That the problem was once he became president, now all of a sudden he's racist. He wasn't racist as a businessman when he was hiring black folks, when he was hanging with what racist person wants to not only hang around black folks, feel comfortable taking photographs of black folks. A true straight up racist, a KKK man, he is not going to be on record, documented, taking photographs, hugged up, piled up, throwing up the peace sign. A racist would not take a picture with Jesse Jackson. Okay? Cut it out. Make it make sense. But people are brainwashed. They're brainwashed by the system. Why? Because Trump is going against the system. The system want to make us poor, keep us poor. They basically want to turn us into a third world like Venezuela. They want us to be poor. And at 1% at the top, they're the only one that's going to have money. The 1% at the top. Maybe 10% max, but 90% of the population would be poor. And you would have that elite class where all the money stays at the top and everybody is poor. And then they could bring in what? The universal, the basic income, the UBI, right? Remember, I'm a traveler. And I'm out of country right now, you know. Shout out to Kenya, Nairobi, right? I'm out of country right now. I'm a traveler for these last few years. And some of the countries I've been to, I don't want to quite say that they are third world. I would just say they are developing. So I go to countries. I've been to countries, right, where the leaders are corrupt. They steal the money from the people. And put it in their own offshore bank accounts and spread it to their cronies and their friends and their allies. They rape and pillage the country. They take the country's money and give it to themselves and keep the people poor. And they tax the people. And only a few certain people at the top have money, but most of the people are poor. I've been to countries like that. So when I started looking around these last 4 years, I said, man, this is looking like some of the countries I go to, right? In these countries where their political opponent, when it's time for election, they make up charges and they lock up their political opponent so that it won't be no competition. So that party was running and acting just like a corrupt third world banana republic. Like in real life. We saw it in real time. Very corrupt, taking our money, giving our money away to others, Ukraine, taking our money and our resources and letting illegals come in and they getting the first of the line. They're getting houses with rent, healthcare, giving them things that American citizens don't even have. While you have homeless, I'm from Oakland, Bay Area. There's a lot of homeless in the Bay Area, especially San Francisco and Oakland. right? All the way up to Sacramento and down to Los Angeles, the whole Golden State, right? There's a lot of homelessness in San Francisco, in Gavin Newsom's state, okay? Democrat Gavin Newsom in Gavin Newsom's state, and where Kamala comes from, Gavin Newsom and Kamala, there's a lot of homeless. So you want to run America the way you run California? I don't think so, right? You want to run America the way you run California? Well, I'm from California, and I've been traveling, and I come back, and I'm seeing things that remind me of third world countries. I just got off the plane from a third world country, and I come back, and I'm seeing some of the same type governance and policies and tactics. I mean, you guys are they're running it like a banana republic, right? Like corrupt, spoiled children that don't know how to handle money. You tax everybody, you waste money, and you run businesses out. Elon Musk, he shut down the Tesla in California, in the Bay Area. Elon Musk left California. You didn't chase them out. Chased out a billionaire. A brilliant billionaire. Chase them out with your policies. And you want to do all of America like that? But people are voting on emotions and not common sense. But guess what? Like the one paper said, which one? The Kenya newspaper. Kenya said that America decides what Trump win means for Kenya. Oh, man. Well, I don't know what it means for Kenya, but I know what it means for America. It means America's going to be great again. America's going to be safe again. Especially with the help of RFK Jr., America's going to be healthy again. Oh, man. Trumpy Trump. So here's the thing. Got to think chess, not checkers. Trump is going to get in and do what he got to do, especially now that he has the Senate and Congress and Supreme Court. That's very good. These 4 years, I'm sure, are going to be great. But we know time flies. Hell, that 2020 went fast. And before we know it, it's going to be 2028 time to reelect, and Trump cannot run again. Plus, he's an old man. He needs to enjoy his later years once he puts us on the right path. You already know. And I'm surprised they didn't run him this time. But you already know. 2028, California Gavin Newsom, he's going to step up to the plate. So then in 2028, it's going to be Gavin Newsom, Democrat Gavin Newsom, against Trump's VP, J.D. Vance, who we still don't know much about. Now, every time he shows up, he shows out. That's good. But what Trump's going to have to need to do these next few years, while Trump is fixing the country and he's repairing the damage that the Biden administration did, Trump is going to have to really develop J.D. Vance and kind of push him to the, push him and develop him so we can know more about him. Because what's going to end up happening, right, is always like a rebound effect. That you're going to have, handsome, well-spoken, clean-cut, swaggy California Democrat Gavin Newsom, who everybody knows, not everybody likes. Hell, in California, we tried to recall him. See, I don't know if you guys know that. It failed some kind of way. It mysteriously failed. We had way more than enough signatures to get him out of there. Us Californians, we tried to get rid of Gavin Newsom. We tried to get rid of him, but he was able to beat it somehow. So, and Gavin Newsom, we know Gavin Newsom is the nephew of Nancy Pelosi. Right? So, we already know in 2028 it's going to be California Gavin Newsom against J.D. Vance. Right? Now, Trump is one thing, but you have this J.D. Vance who basically came out of nowhere. Not nowhere, but, you know, who knows every senator and every congressman by name, right? Especially if they're not your representative for your state. You kind of don't know until they go viral, right? like a content creator, right? You can be a small content creator like Big Boss with 2K subscribers for 5 years. One video makes you go viral. Now everybody knows about it. Now you have 1 million subscribers. And people, and the same with the rap game, right? Same with the rap game. Somebody can be in the streets selling mixtapes, doing shows, being a local rapper for years, and then they blow up. And then other people think that they're brand new. Hey, you heard about this new rapper? But the people from the neighborhood said, nah, man, that man, he been rapping for the longest. He just got big. He just had that one hit that made him go viral, that blew up. He been putting in work. So it's the same. It's the same now, like the rap game and the content creation YouTube game, just like the politic game. Hell, I would go so far to say a lot of you guys is savior Barack Hussein Obama. I'm not gonna lie. Then again, I wasn't I was following politics a lot less than I am now. Right, 2008, 2006. I won't be ashamed to say I didn't know who the hell Barack Hussein Obama was until he got put on the national platform, right, to run for president. Okay, so what? He was a senator out of Illinois. Wow, who is that? I didn't know. Obviously, he was in the politics for a long time, but like I say, a lot of people are in the background. You won't necessarily know their name until it's a reason for you to know their name. If there's no real reason for you to know their name, hell, it's, there's dozens and dozens of politicians all over the place. You don't know everybody until they step up to the national spotlight. Now the spotlight's on you. Go. So who the hell know who the hell Barack Obama was until he was pushed in the national spotlight? Now we know about him and stuff like that. Same with J.D. Vance. Who the hell was a J.D. Vance? Again, I'll be honest, I didn't even know about the brother. I didn't know about J.D. Vance until Trump picked him and pushed him in the spotlight. Now all eyes on him. So he's nondescript. Now when he talks, he does what he's supposed to do, but a little cut and dry. So you're going to have a J.D. Vance go against a swaggy Gavin Newsom, right? So what Trump is going to have to do, Trump is going to have to develop J.D. Vance over these next 4 years, because Trump cannot run again. And Trump is going to be busy fixing the country, and he's going to have to push J.D. Vance and kind of develop him. So 4 years, when it's going to feel like 2 years or a year and a half. Trust me, it's going to go fast. When we zoom to 2028 and Gavin Newsom is going against J.D. Vance, right? The main thing is going to be who J.D. Vance vice president pick is. Hopefully it's a black person, right? I'm still for my people. I would love to see a J.D. Vance and a Byron McDonald's ticket. J.D. Vance and a black man, Byron McDonald's. A lot of people thought he was going to be Trump's VP pick, but I can understand the checkers that Trump did, because if he did that, then that means in 2028, basically you'll have a black man being, running for president, and that could work, right? It worked with Barack, but it'll probably be better if it's, I'm saying, America, if it's a term after that, right? Plus, it was strategic getting J.D. Vance because he was able to get JD's region, under him. So it's going to come down to, because again, we got this already. And I always think ahead. We got this. Trump is in there. He's going to do what he do. Again, he was already freaking president. People forget that. He was already president like 4 years ago, 2016, 2020. Already. He was already president. We know what he's going to do. He's not an unknown X factor. Now, he's probably going to be even more off the chain now, but we pretty much know what we're getting. He was already president before. He's going to get in, do what he do, and fix these problems, but then he's out of there. So the next leg is J.D. Vance, and I think he's going to go against Gavin Newsom, right? And so Trump is going to need these years to develop JD Vance to the people, right? Have them loosen up some, right? Get jiggy with it. Have more personality. But the biggest thing is going to be, though, too, is the work, the policies that Trump does. Because, again, that's what hurt Kamala, on top of other stuff. The main thing that hurt her, well, there's several things that hurt her. Her and her always laughing, giggling, not being serious, can't answer questions, talking a word salad. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, unburdened by what has been, all this foolishness. The thing, in my opinion, that was the nail in the coffin when they asked her, would you do anything different than what Biden did? Now, granted, you are not the president. You're only the vice, right? You're only the vice. But guilty by association because it's the same game, right? But technically, you're only the vice. So with that being said, since you're not the president, you're only the vice, right? When you do, if you do become president, would you do anything different? Once she said no, that was it. So, yeah, that's kind of a trick bag situation. Do she, should she have thrown Joe under the bus? Or, not even thrown him under the bus, but just be real and be like, hey, it's way too late now, but I'm going to give her game about the way she should have handled it. Probably wouldn't have helped ultimately, but it would have been better than what she said. She could have been on some stuff like, you know what? I respect Joe and this and that. He's my boss and he's done a lot, but there will be some things I do differently. I recognize blah, 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 blah. The American people are hurting, right? So there's some things I would adjust. I would do different. She messed around and said she wasn't going to do nothing different. After she said she ain't going to do nothing for black folks. But she said she would not do nothing different than what Biden did. That killed it. That's the whole point. What? So having you is like a Biden 2.0, right? Having you is like having Biden all over again. You literally said out your own mouth, you're not going to do nothing different. They asked you. We get it. You're not the president yet. You're just a vice, right? I mean, you're still associated, but you're just a vice. You're not the president yet. So if you do win, what would you do different? She said she won't do nothing different from Biden did. That killed it. Of course, the Trumpers weren't going to vote for anyway, but even just the regular people, just the people in the middle said, what? You see what this country is going through? And you said you're not going to do nothing different? Then why elect you then? You're not going to do nothing different. Because we know what Trump going to do. Like it or love it, we because he was already president, right? We know what he going to do. And you said you're not going to do nothing different? Get out of here. But so what I'm saying is Biden's administration, right, hurt Kamala. Biden's administration, she was painted, she was already painted and associated with his failures. So what I'm saying is JD Vance most likely is not going to have, he's not going to have that problem 4 years from now. So when he's running and when they ask him, he can get away with saying that because things are going to be good. So if they ask him like 4 years from now, so JD Vance, you were the vice president under Trump for these 4 years. What would you do different? JD Vance can get away with saying, I won't do much different. I'm going to continue his policies. See, you can continue good policies, but you can't continue bullshit. But JD Vance, he's probably smart to say, you know what? I'm going to continue his policies and I'm going to expand. So what's really the two things that's going to help JD Vance in the future, 4 years from now, is Trump administration doing very well with the economy. Money. It's about the money, honey. Money. When people have more money in their pockets, more money in 401k, more money in a bank account, right? When prices go down, wages go up, people can buy more, which stimulate the economy, the money. People feel safer. The border is now more secure, so people feel safer. There's less wars going on, right? So you don't have to worry about your family and your loved ones being shipped off overseas to die for bullshit and come back in a body bag, right? So your family, your family that's in the service, you don't have to worry about them dying needlessly overseas over stupid, silly wars. On that one, I know you guys heard that already. Again, I'm a day late, dollar short on this side of the world. 12 hours, not even a full day after Trump is elected, president-elect, the Hamas terrorist organization said they don't want no smoke. Oh, man, 12 hours. You can't make that up. 12 hours after Trump is just elected. It already sent shockwaves around the world because they know what's up. Again, he was already president, right? That's the big thing. He was already president, and they know how he get down. They know how he dropped that big old Moab mother of bombs on them. They know how Trump get down. He don't play. I like that story, man, when they said that Trump met with one of the terrorist leaders, and he told him that he don't want a single hair on an American soldier's head touched during a pullout. And he gave the terrorist leader a picture, and it was a picture of his own house, from a satellite. And so the terrorist leader looked at the picture, looked at Trump, and Trump said, like I said, I don't want a hair of one American serviceman being harmed while we pull out. If so, I'm coming. And Trump gave that terrorist leader a picture, a satellite photo of his house. That's what I'm talking about. That's that real shit. Man, y'all motherfuckers just on some old emotional, petty ass shit. We need a real strong leader. Strength. I'm a leader and I'm strong, so I recognize it in other people. But a lot of you people are not strong. A lot of you guys are not leaders. A lot of you guys are betas. You guys are betas. You guys are cucks. You guys are soft and feminine, right? But real recognize real. So that's what we need. We need real leadership for us to be safe. Hello. We need money, but all the money in the world don't really matter if you're not safe. So we need money, economy, and we need safety with our border, safety around the world. We need security in the world, Craig. Not just America. We need security in the world. So when Trump does well, which I know he will, a good Trump administration that helps the country, that's successful and helps, that would be J.D. Vance's biggest boost. So, in so many words, J.D. Vance's biggest asset would be the success of Trump. Now, if Trump mess up, that would mess with J.D. Vance, just like what happened with Biden. Biden's failure is what doomed Kamala. So you can't have two failures back to back, right? Wrong and bad don't mix. So if Biden had a good administration, if our economy was good, if our border, if everything was good, then there was a good chance Kamala could have won. So Kamala was doomed because of Biden, her boss. And she sealed she put her nail in her own coffin when they gave her a way out. They tried to give her a way out. They say, what would you do different? Wink, wink. Because the American people is not feeling this. It's not good. Biden administration is not good. What would you do different? Oh, I won't do nothing different. Ay. The Biden administration is a total failure. The Biden presidency is a failure. And you say you won't do nothing different? Get out of here. Goodbye. So unfortunately, that's just how it works, right? That's how the game go. The vice president basically is beholden to the president. Hell, that's what helped. Right. We're not going to get into that, but still, but it still would help. Tip of my tongue, I don't want to quite say. Biden's 81 million votes in 2020 against Trump. Okay. Trump won. Election night, 277. I think what was it, 72 75 million votes, 72 million votes. He won with like 72 million. Right? But Biden got 81 million. Okay. Whatever. But anyway, what did help Biden for real was he was the vice president under who? Barack Obama. Boom. How could you not win with that? So that, again, that's what helped Biden. Biden was the vice president under Barack. And a lot of people liked it, Barack's presidency. I didn't, but a lot of people did. So again, when you're the vice president under the real president, then what the actual president does will affect the vice president. And Biden was vice president under Barack. So going forward, Kamala was vice president under Biden. Biden messed up, so his failures showed on Kamala. And she said she won't do nothing different. So what's going to help J.D. Vance is the success of Trump. If everything is successful, that's it. That success can ride with J.D. Vance. If Trump messes up, that would also mess up J.D. Vance. But we know Trump is not going to mess up. So J.D. Vance will have Trump's success, but then the next thing would be who his vice president would be. He might go for a woman. He might do his vice president might be a woman. Hopefully, it'll be a black man. So J.D. Vance's chances in 4 years is going to depend on Trump's success and who his vice president is. Because J.D. will be going against, mark my words, he will be going against Gavin Newsom. Yes, on the Democrat side, it's going to be a whole bunch of Democrats who are going to put their hats in the ring. But I pretty much know that the nominee, who's going to get the Democrat nominee to be the front runner, is going to be California Gavin Newsom. It's a J.D. Vance. He has 4 years to prepare himself to go against Gavin. So Trump is going to have to use his time to develop him. But in the meantime and in between time, we are going to enjoy the fruits of prosperity because Trump is going to bring that money. That being said, since I have that perspective, I'm going to go ahead and read some of this. The Daily Nation, Kenyan newspaper. It says, what Trump win means for Kenya. I read a little bit of it. They even say, right there, the comeback king. The comeback king. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Donald Trump was yesterday elected U.S. president, capping a remarkable triumph 4 years after he was voted out of the White House and ushering in a new American leadership likely to test democratic institutions at home and relations abroad. His victory will no doubt have major implications, but will he upend policies targeting African countries? Read how the Republicans' White House means for Kenya. Remember with the translation. All right. Let's see what they're thinking. We'll just read a little bit of it, right? This nation, Africa. Okay. Got this little sticker thing on it. They say, how would Trump deal with Kenya? Okay, so you have this right here on the inside. What Trump win means for Kenya. All right. What it means for Kenya. So what does it say? You can't read that fine print. What does it say? All right. Geopolitics. All right. As world leaders see I hope this is going with this, but I think so. Stalling funding for the multinational security support mission in Haiti could cripple the mission that is led by Kenya and force delay and more deployment. Oh yeah, on that, someone was telling me how Kenya is sending police and military to Haiti. Kenya is sending some of their police and military to Haiti. So this is saying stalling funding for the multinational security support mission in Haiti could cripple the mission that is led by Kenya and force delay of more deployments. All right. As world leaders sent congratulatory messages to Donald Trump on winning the election yesterday, Kenya's President William Ruto took his time. So as the other world leaders all congratulated Trump, Kenya's president took his time. Why did you take your time, President Ruto? Ruto would later congratulate Trump, but that wait and see may have been significant. Republican Trump defeated Democrat Vice President Kamala Harris by 277 to 224 college votes, winning back the seat he lost to Joe Biden in 2020. His presidency in the first term showed he would be unpredictable, with the running thread and all that being America first. Amen. America first and number one. All eyes will be on Trump once again as he takes office in January. He may upend policies targeting African countries like Kenya, or maintain a trajectory, albeit with a shift in priorities. In Nairobi, the U.S. backing of the Multinational Security Support Mission, MSS, in Haiti, which Kenya leads, guarantees on climate change. Oh, here we go. Climate change. Support for counterterrorism and security missions in Somalia, and completion of a trade agreement whose talks have begun are among the matters whose fate lies in Trump's hand. Well, we already know how Trump is on trade. And Trump already said that any trading he does is going to have to be for the benefit of America. So I can see them being salty behind that. But Trump is very clear and transparent. Any trade that Trump does, and with the tariffs, he's going to make sure it benefits America first. Amen. Hello. Republicans had stalled approvals for U.S. funding in Haiti. So already this mission that Kenya is leading out by sending forces to Haiti, they say that already the Republicans were stalling the approval for the money. Biden had pledged $300 million, but had only delivered $100 million, with the rest pending in Congress. The Trump victory also comes with the White House majority, wins Republicans will control for the next 3 years. That's right. Trump has both. He has the House and the Senate. They will be key in approving or rejecting money heading outside of the U.S. But see, you know what? That's what happens when the Biden administration, it's a little, they send money everywhere. You keep giving all that money to Ukraine. Now you give all that money to Ukraine, you could have gave some money to Kenya. So Kenya can do this mission in Haiti. But you give all that money to Ukraine and you promise Kenya $300 million, but you only give them $100 million. And you want to blame the Republicans. But hold on, you was giving all this money to Ukraine. So that's what happens when you just start giving out money nilly-willy. You need to prioritize where the money goes. And you're right. The Republicans, the rabbit got the gun now. The rabbit got the gun, and they're going to look very closely at just giving out money. Give money here, give money here. Hold on. Put the brakes on this. Because first of all, is the money really going where it's supposed to go? Hello? Is the money really going where it's supposed to really go? Or is it going in somebody's pocket? Is it going in somebody's offshore bank account? Where is the money really going? First of all, while you're giving America's money away. So it's not to say that the Republicans won't do it, but they're gonna really want to make sure what's going on. So yeah, Evo, it is what it is. So they will be key in approving or rejecting money heading outside the U.S. Trump has been critical of Biden's funding of projects abroad. Trump has been critical of Biden giving away our money. He has been critical of Biden's funding of projects abroad, accusing him of ignoring domestic issues. America first. You're giving away our money to everybody else, but in California, there's a lot of homeless. But you're giving away American money. You're giving away American money to everybody. So Trump has been critical of Biden giving away American money abroad, and you ignore things at home. Stalling funding for the MSS could cripple its intentions and may force Kenya to delay more deployments due by January. Biden had canceled Trump's trade agreement with Kenya, instead launching talks which are still on. Okay. So according to this, Trump had some form of trade agreements with Kenya. He was president, right? So Trump had trade agreements with Kenya, and Biden had canceled Trump's trade agreements. All right. They are unlikely to be completed before Biden leaves. Yeah, you only got 2 months. Kenya is unlikely to sign any trade deal with the U.S. in the next 1 year. For Kenya, that means a longer wait for a trade agreement, which looked likely in the first Trump year, 2016-2020. Yeah, pretty much. So again, for the good or the bad, depending on who you is, what side you sit on, we know what Trump is going to do. Again, he was already president, right? 2016-2020, already. People seem to forget that. He was already the president. So we already pretty much seen this movie. We know what he's going to do. He probably most likely would do things different because now he's in a different environment, right? He's inheriting a different America than he left. When Trump left in 2020 or 2021, and now Trump's coming back, he has to clean up a broken house. So even that is going to make other things different. So again, you take care of home first. Once home is taken care of, then we can do other stuff. So if Biden hadn't wrecked the country so much and we were at least at an even kill, now let's look at some other things around the world, because we're pretty much straight. Of course, we're not perfect, and we get that, and we're trying to help. We're trying to spread it around, but we're not like on danger mode. Everything is pretty much on an even kill and moving upward. Since everything is cool, now let's look. But Trump has to worry about home first. More so that Biden messed everything up. So whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Biden shouldn't have messed everything up. But when Trump get in, his first priority is you're saying, well, it's one thing where you have to fix just to get back to even. Like when you're in a deficit, right? When you're in a deficit, to fix things just to get back to regular, to get back to normal, just to get back to even. You got to fix it to get back. And then once you get back to regular even, you kind of want to make advances, and then we can help. So whose fault is it? Trump has to worry about America first. He get us straight. After he get us straight, then he can worry about everybody else. According to experts, the coming into effect of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, that's a mouthful, in 2021, and the likely renewal of the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, present a dilemma to the U.S.-Kenya trade. This is pretty long. I'm only going to read a paragraph 2 or more. Trump and Harris are nationalists. I'll call cap on that. Harris is not. Harris is not a nationalist. She's a globalist. Just like Barack, just like Biden, the Democrats are globalists. They're not nationalists. Okay, but whatever. Trump and Harris are nationalists. They are looking at protecting and nurturing Made in America, and that means attention to enhancing the American market access opportunities, which was a major achievement of President George W. Bush. It is increasingly going to the back seat, said Dr. Makashi Kituyai. I killed it. I know, my bad. But shout out to you. He's a doctor. Former Secretary General of the UN Conference on Trade and Development and Ex-Trade Cabinet Minister. Africa is going to have diminished significance in economic and other international engagements of the next U.S. government. Biden's shift from a free trade agreement, FTA, to a strategic trade and investment partnership, STIP, deal was a different from Trump's, suggesting the new leadership would not continue with it. The broader picture is that President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto were cheated into a line of thinking that Kenya could do a bilateral market access preference by U.S. outside AGOA, Dr. Kituyai said. We raised the red flag as there was no way Kenya could negotiate on a one-on-one basis with the U.S. on a better deal as part of a package for more than 40 countries. Former Trade Principal Secretary Johnson Riru agreed with Dr. K, saying as the United States decides on who takes over from Biden, STIP may be dead and buried. All right. Kenya is likely to be caught up by international laws because the U.S. is supposed to give developing countries trading preferences according to Article 24 of the WTO. It grants preferences to developing nations first before being granted to third parties. A whole lot going on, blah, blah, blah. So, bottom line, yeah. Hey, America first. So I can see why I had to walk around wearing the Trump shirt. The Kenyan people be looking away. But, I still say that a strong, healthy America is good for everybody else, right? At a glance, at least, it has some key points right here. So at a glance, number one, prefers a free trade agreement with Kenya. Biden focused on strategic trade partnership, amendable to extending the AGOA treaty. Number two, Trump takes dim view of financing foreign security missions. Biden pledged $300 million for Haiti mission, but they only delivered $100 million. Number three, Trump will not promote abortion and LGBTQ rights in Africa. Biden championed rights of women and sexual minorities. Number four, Trump prefers limited U.S. funding of international organizations. Biden was open to UN reforms and multilateralism. There's going to be changes. There's going to be changes. Yeah, you best believe that. Number three, Trump will not promote abortion and LGBTQ plus rights in Africa. And we know that Obama did, Is that video where Obama at the time sent his diplomat to, I forget what African country, I don't think it was Kenya, and told them that if they didn't accept, open to the LGBTQ plus community, that they was going to hold money back from them. Obama did that. Barack Obama did that. So, yeah, Trump is, he's not going to promote that in Africa, right? So, yeah, there's going to be some changes, man. Trump is not Biden, and Biden is not Trump. And that's why the American people overwhelmingly, right? Overwhelmingly, like you said, even on that paper, America decides. Yeah, America decides. America decides, America first. And so, you know, there's real life realities. You know, you get the kind of government. I don't want to say you get the government you deserve, because we know real life reality. Hell, I can't say that one. I can't say that one in 2020. I can't say that in 2020. But we know that sometimes all elections are not fair, right? The rich and powerful people in power, they do everything to stay in power. Rich and powerful people in power would cheat, lie, steal, and kill to stay in power. And so the people try to vote them out, right? The people try, they do their due diligence. The people try to go vote them out. The people try to vote them out. Just like California, we tried to recall Gavin Newsom. We had way more than enough signatures. So the people really tried to recall Gavin Newsom, and somehow he remained. Nephew of Nancy Pelosi, he remained. But we tried to recall him. So in some of these countries, man, the people, they go to vote. But if everybody's not playing fair, then things don't change. And then whoever got the guns make the rules. So the military and the police, whoever the generals, basically, you almost could say generals run the country. And in some countries they do, literally, right? It's called a junta. That's called a junta when the actual generals run the country, because they got the guns, right? Now the generals are supposed to be under the president, the executive. They're just an extension. You're right. The military is just is an arm. The military is an extension of the president. But what happens when the military becomes the president, when the military crowns itself and the military runs the country? You have some countries like that, unfortunately. So it comes down to who got the guns, the tanks, the bullets, right? So you have it where the people want freedom, they want more rights, they want more economic opportunities. You have the elite, powerful at the top, the very elite, powerful at the top, 1%, maybe 10% of the elite, powerful people at the top, but 90% of the people on the bottom are poor. And the little buffer, that buffer is like the military, right? With the guns, to keep the people suppressed, until people rise up, Pressure bust pipes, man. Pressure bust pipes. So it's unfortunate, man. But if one thing for the whole world to see that America can hold free and fair elections, man. We can hold free and fair elections with very little cheating, and just let the will of the people decide. Hell, if Kamala would have got 270, 280, 300 of the votes, she would have got it. Now, yeah, our person would have felt the way, But like that paper said, the American people decided. It's about the people. Even the president or the leader, right? Technically, it's an embodiment. It represents the will of the people. Because you can't have a million presidents or 1,000 presidents or even 10 presidents. There's only one. There's only one leader. But all those millions of people coming together with a voice, those millions of people putting one person in the power to represent them. Trump represents the will of 60+% of the nation. They put him in there. No cheating. They literally, a lot of that was early voting. I think that's what really helped him was the early voting, right? Doing all those rallies. That was literally millions and billions of individual 1, 2, 3 people, millions and millions of people voting him, pushing him there. He represents the people. So you can get mad all you want. America has spoke. And I still say a strong America is good for everybody. Because when we are strong and making a lot of money, we be doing what we've been doing. We don't have a problem with helping out. We don't got a problem with helping, but you got to take care of home first. Even the Bible says a man who neglects his own household is worse than an infidel. The Bible says a man who neglects his own household, you are worse than an infidel. You take care of your house first before you take care of your neighbor's house. Right? I fly a lot. What do they say? When we're taking off and they telling you that, oh, the safety mask is here and the safety vest, if we go down, blah, 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 and the oxygen mask drop, they say, make sure you put your own oxygen mask on first before you try to help somebody else. Right? So you got to take care of home, man. So I know we got a lot of people in America that feel away. But guess what? This is the best thing for America, man. It's medicine. Take it. Swallow it. Oh, man. Swallow your medicine. Take your medicine, man. Take your medicine. It's the best thing for you. Like I said, to me, it's the best birthday gift I could get. I will be returning to a Trump America, even though technically Biden administration is still in power until November. But it's a big relief. Woo. I'm returning to a Trump America. And I just know it's going to be more money for me to keep on traveling, that we won't have that other party trying to make America poor again and turn America basically into a third world country. Turn America into a third world country, make us poor, while only the elite have money only. But everybody else is struggling. Everybody else is poor. Just like these countries I go to. Hello. I see that when these countries I go to, and I come back to the States, and I'm seeing the same thing. Because it's the same playbook by globalists, by Marxist, leftist, globalists. And their motto is to have 1 to 10% wealthy and 90% poor. You keep the population poor. And then most of that population is so brainwashed, they're voting for people that's going to keep them poor. Wow. So people got to wake up, people got to research, people got to get out their feelings and get out their emotions and stop focusing on the wrong shit. Because you know what? It's MAGA all day, baby. That being said, Big Bossy Boss about to end this. And Trump is back. That was a hell of a comeback, man. Oh, man. Can't keep a good man down. Big Boss Real Talk out of Kenya, Nairobi. Let me start my day. It's what time is it? Damn, it's only 10:40 in the a.m. Not even 12 noon. I know it's late for you guys. Almost midnight on the West Coast, pushing 3 a.m. on the East Coast. But let me start my day. But yes. Here in Kenya. Here in Kenya. Straight Kenya, baby. Oh, man. Not the boss. Iggity, biggity, iggity with the sauce. Thank you, America, for giving Big Boss my biggest and best birthday gift, which is a Trump win. Oh, man. Oh, I was. No, I'm not. Big Boss, I DM you. I am in Nairobi, bro. Okay, you DM me. You must have DM what on IG? All right, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm here for a few more days, man. I'm here the next week. I'm here for a few more days. You must have DM me on IG, huh? right. Well, I don't quite see it just now. Messages. Okay. So this must be you. Okay, we got Wamandu and Budum Man Nigash. Okay, I guess this is you. Is it Budum Man Nigash? Big boss, what's up, G? That you? Just accept it? No. Oh, fuck. Oh my goodness. Hey man, give me another. I'm trying to reply, and it said I deleted you. So hit me back, man. I don't know. Hit me back. Oh, that's good. Who we got in? I didn't even know this. San Francisco Mayor London Breed has officially been voted out of office. Good. Who we got? I hope it's a Republican. Yeah, London Breed, San Francisco Mayor, Democrat. She's been voted out. Yes, like I say, I'm gonna find out a lot of stuff when I get back to the States next week, because I left right before elections. So and even though I didn't really vote in a lot of Oakland stuff, I should have. I can't really vote for San Francisco stuff because I'm not a resident of San Francisco. But that's good news that London Breed got voted out. So I wonder who they got. We trying to get rid of our mayor, female, but yeah, she was into some stuff. She's being investigated. So yeah, we try to California, man. I don't think we're ever. I don't think we're ever turn red, but we're definitely turning pink. Yo, so well tonight I'm supposed to be going to Ibiza with Austin Holloman and the crew. So you can join us at Ibiza if we're still going. Hold on. So yo, so what's up? Are we still going to Ibiza tonight? What's the word? What's the deal? We still going to Ibiza tonight? Ibiza. So yeah, but I'm here for a few more days. Yeah. Well, anyway, that being said, damn, been here almost 2 weeks and it's daytime, but my body's still kind of on America time, and then I had a hell of a night. But the stream is not about that, man. This is my political stream, man. The stream is not about that, right? But yeah, definitely. So we can link up. We can link up tonight, not tonight. Sometime this weekend. I'm here the next week, so we can do what it do. Because I'm still here in Kenya. But anyways, I'm about to end this. So Big Boss Real Talk. Still in Kenya, Nairobi, commenting on the Trump win the other day in America. Yeah, man. So yeah, I almost had another interview, but my friend left. My friend was camera shy, and that would have been nice. So I said, you know what? I had planned to go live anyway to talk about the Trump stuff, so I'll just do that. But just know Boss is lit. I had a new friend over last night, right? Behind me. I didn't sleep by myself. I had a friend over, but she left before I went live, and that would have been a good live. But she's camera shy, so it's all good. No pressure. I said fine. I said I'm gonna go live anyway and talk about some Trump stuff. So yeah, but I'm still here for a few more days, and yeah, we will have some more contestants for the Big Boss Show, so to speak. Before I get up out of here, I hope you guys liked the few that I did. Again, there's a lot more than that, but not all of them are comfortable with being on camera, and then there's other situations. So there's a lot more than that. That's just the few that I was able to get on camera, right? So like the one I had last night, she left, but it's cool. That is cool. So yeah, what I probably will do since the sun is out, this is what I'm probably gonna do. I know it's late. You guys need to go to sleep or whatever, but like even if like I go live, walking around outside, if you guys is up and you want to watch it, that's great. But I know it's like late for you guys and it's early for me. It's like I said, it's not even 11 a.m. over here. And when I go out, is my phone charged? Finally. I thought about doing a mobile live walking around, and I might do that. So just stay tuned. But thank you guys. I just wanted to get some points on the board. I just wanted to speak on this. Already 2 days late and $1 short already, right? But I figure I had to at least get some points on the board and post and talk about it. So much stuff that I miss on my channel in general, because when I'm in the States, I'm working a lot, right? So I wasn't really able to jump on the Diddy wave and talk about Diddy and talk about the other trending hot topics, because when I'm in the States, I'm working my 3 jobs. I'm working 3 jobs so I can afford to travel. So working all like that doesn't give me a lot of time to put out the content like I want to. Now I'm on vacation. I do have a little bit of time, but I'm spending my time having fun. So then where's the time for YouTube, right? Oh man. So yeah. But thank you guys for coming out. I will be going live again sometime soon. And it is what it is, man. Peace. Big Boss. Oh man. Kenya Nairobi. Hold on. Oh man.